All right, we're about to take you into where the mad scientist lives here. Right off the bat, oh, cocoa coir for mushrooms, belt for a belt sander, flashlights, pry bars. Oh, this is one of the coolest little fucking things I ever bought. We'll get to this in a bit. Homemade squid jigs, because, well, squid tastes delicious. Drills. Little coffee containers from when I travel on a motorcycle. Meat grinder, because sausage is delicious. Oh, what do we have here? Homemade spot welder. That was one of my first projects that got me interested in all this shit. One of the nets that we use to go dip netting for crab in the Puget Sound if they ever open a season again. Our 10 shelf Excalibur dehydrator for dehydrating. My 5 shelf Excalibur that I use to dry a 3D printer filament. The other dryer, because that was the first one we ever bought, and that's what I held on to. Let's see, pearl light for mushrooms, float tubes for fishing. That's got muriatic acid in it for taking the rust color out of crystals that you collect. Let's see, my small electronics projects, keyboards, all that shit. This is my winter safe haven. This is where I come in to try and make it through. Oh, that's the box for our first 3D printer my wife got me. Parked down over yonder. We'll get to that in a bit. You know, stacks of 3D printed parts, cables for shit to do. I need a bigger toolbox, I gotta be honest. But I mean, I've got everything I need for every project I've ever had to do. I mean, pretty much if it can be worked on, I've tried my damnedest to do it myself. I mean, there's my chain breaker for doing my chains. Angle grinder for, you know, when you screw up the first time. My welder, my plasma cutter, my rice storage, food backup, orchid potting mix for repotting all my orchids over there, general food storage just all over because you never know when shit's gonna go bad. I mean, we just lived through a pandemic, still living through it. Got myself my big old Milwaukee bandsaw. You know, if I find something interesting, I'm going to do it. I don't kill myself first. You know, just got my little fish tank with just one little White Cloud Mountain minnow growing my pothos. I think that's, what, couple, 3 years it's been growing like that. Shells full of more shit to do. Potting soil for when, well, I kind of missed this season's growing season. Squid bucket, light for squidding. Luggage for when we need to travel. Crab pots for if they ever fucking open the crab season again. More food. Emergency food. All the little notes and cards to try and make life feel a little better. When it gets you down, you get to flip them up and read them again. Here's my babies. My two most recent additions, my Sansevieria, and this nice little fern over here. No, just another crab pot. That one's a little bit bigger. That one's a little harder to travel with. These ones I can take on the motorcycle. That one, not so much. Another fish tank, because, well, water is just an amazing thing to have around you. Yeah, when they have free shit at Harbor Freight, I take one. I mean, I've just got projects coming on my fucking ears. Getting down playing with some RC remotes, seeing if I can reprogram them for use with other RC systems. My peperomias. Some of my wood art that I've made. A nice little fountain my best friend got me. You never grow wrong with having too many screwdrivers. Yeah, I'm a rock collector too. Like I said, if I find it interesting, I'm going to do it. Right down here. Who needs this much accelerator for super glue? Well, that's somebody that wants to make wood pins. I thought that was interesting, so I did it for a while. This guy gets a lot of use. My Hako. This guy, fully adjustable. I get myself my rosin solder, and I just shred lead with a drill and use that to, well, do all my soldering. I heard the doorbell. I'll be right back.